Mathmateer is a math app that focuses on several different math concepts such as division, multiplication, counting money, time, patterns, but it also focuses on concepts such as planning, trying something and failing, and having to start over, as well as the idea of reflection. I'm going to show you some basic concepts with Mathmateer very quickly. If I go ahead and press the play button, it will take me to my home screen, which shows myself as the player. It shows the amount of money I have earned. It shows how many rockets I have, how many launches, and the number of medals I've earned throughout my course of play. The nice thing about this is students can kind of keep track of the progress and what they've done within the game. I'm going to go ahead and click on my rockets because I've already made one. And this comes up with a rocket that I've already made. And I'm going to go ahead and click the modify button in order to show you what you can do. From this screen, I can click on any of these things at the bottom in order to modify how my rocket works. If I click on the settings or the gear button over here, I can pick different engines, boosters, I can pick fins, I can pick some fun stuff to add to my rocket, all of which cost money. And here's my total right here. If I should happen to run out of money or want to earn money, I can complete a money mission, which you can use using the $ to the left. I'm not going to do that at this time, but money missions require students to work on either addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. The goal is to build the best rocket to launch it the highest into space to have enough time to complete your math mission. I'm going to go ahead and click on the launch button up here in order to launch my rocket and see if it's ready to make it into space. In order to get my rocket into space, I have to tilt my device left and right to keep it upright. I can control my rocket's thruster. My goal, as I said, is to fly my rocket into space to perform a math mission. So here in my launch screen, I can click what type of mission I want to do, and I'm going to click New Mission. And I'm going to choose a mission that has to do with, let's say, time. And I want to do time in half-hour intervals, so I'm going to click on the half hour. And now you can see that my goal is to complete the time half-hour mission. Now I'm going to go ahead and click my launch button, and my thruster is over here, so I can control that, and here goes my countdown. So my rocket flies into space, and I have to control it and hope that it makes it high enough to complete the mission. And as we get into space, I will lose speed, and here it goes. Tap the clock showing a time that is half past the hour. So there's one that shows half past the hour. Oops, I'm sorry, not half past the hour. So I have to find one that shows there's a 10:30 and there's a 2:30. And as I click on those, my score goes up in the upper left hand. There's an 8:30. And as you can see, my rocket is now losing speed and it's falling down to Earth, which means that I'm running out of time to work on this mission. And now I've lost the opportunity to play anymore. But I can see my score in the upper left-hand corner. My best score in this is a 5. And the score I got this time was a 5 because I've only completed this mission one time. And in this case, in the bottom left-hand corner, there is no medal. So that means I didn't earn a medal in this particular mission. If I click the X, what it shows on this screen is that in the half-hour mission, here's my altitude and air time, but really what I'm concerned about is my high score, which is a 5, and I did not, unfortunately, get a medal. I could retry it, I could go on to the next mission, I could go back to the missions, I could modify my rocket, or I could quit completely. But a thing to do for kids would be to maybe make a screenshot of this particular page. And to make a screenshot, you're going to press the home button and the power button at the same time. And my screen flashes. I've made my screenshot. And what we can do with this is we can go into our photos, actually, and I'm going to go into my photos in my camera roll here, and I can see the screenshots that I have taken of my Mathmateer missions. And a nice thing with that would be to maybe go ahead and make a graph then of these. Maybe as a class, you're going to say, how did we do with our half-hour time missions? And maybe we're going to go ahead and make a graph of the half-hour time missions page, which looks like this. And here's my score of my 5 and whether or not I got a medal. Or else maybe students are going to track their progress. They can make a picture collage over time of how they did in the half-hour time missions or the counting by 5 missions. So there's several options of things you could do with this once you've completed the actual math mission. So Mathmateer is an app, as I said, that really focuses on various math concepts as well as the idea of planning, reflection, and maybe going back and tracking some of that progress.